In this video, we will see how to make a basic game Dodge the Fruit in Scratch. It is remarkably easy to make and a basic game for beginners.
So firstly you have to open your Chrome browser or Google Chrome and search for Scratch. Next you have to click on the topmost website, or you can log into Scratch if you haven't. Next you can either explore other players' games or create one. So we'll create one now. This may take a few minutes if you have slow network connection. Now firstly we have to rename it. Since it is a dodging game, I am going to name it as Dodge the Fruits. So let's work on the backdrop. Backdrop means the background. So here you get a variety of backdrops or backgrounds. So you can select one from it. So I am selecting this forest. Now we have to delete the previous backdrop if you have any. So we can delete it. Now we have to right click on that backdrop and duplicate it. Now you have to convert it to vector first. And now you have to add a text that will be game over. So it will be displayed when the game will be over. You can set the size or the font as you wish. Now we'll work on the sprites. Sprites means basically the characters or the things which are going to appear on the screen. So firstly we'll delete this and then click on choose sprite. So here too you have a variety of sprites. So I'm going to choose from animals. Here I will choose a monkey. So now you can always increase the size of your sprite. I am keeping it to 80. You have to place it in the center or where you feel it is correct. So now you have to always take the first thing, that is when the flag is clicked, looks will be say hello for 2 seconds and then again, and we'll change it to are you ready, let's go. So here we have typed it. So you can see whenever the flag is clicked, he says a sentence. So now we'll go in the motions and then select set X and Y to firstly we have to place it wherever we want, then set X and Y to. So X will be 0. X and Y basically means X means the horizontal and Y means the vertical. So now make sure you place go to X and Y at the top. So now wherever you place the monkey, it will return back to its place when the flag is clicked. Now we have to go to the control, and now we have to choose forever. Forever we add because it keeps repeating again and again. Now we will add if then. We will need 2 of them, which means if action happens then, and then if dash key pressed, same thing, 2 of them. In the first one we have to add right arrow, select, and then in the second one we have to select the left arrow. In the first column, that is the right key, we have to add the move 10 steps block, and in the second one we have to add move minus 10 steps block. So here you can see whenever we press the start button or the flag, it will display the text we have added in it, and then when we press the right and left key, it will move accordingly. So if you will notice, the sprite is looking a little bit simple while it's moving. So we will add a block in the looks, that is next costume, in both the columns, right key and left key. And now you can see while the monkey moves, it looks like the monkey is walking. Actually, it is changing its costumes. You can see the game over sign is still there. To fix the problem, we have to go to the backdrop and then we have to code the backdrop. So we'll code the backdrop. First, go when click, and then in looks we have to select switch backdrop to the first one, or where the game over sign is not written. So now when you click the flag, the game over sign disappears. Now we have to create a sprite that falls on the monkey and he has to dodge it. So I will select a banana. You can select anything. This is a tricky part, so pay attention. When flag is clicked, show. And then go to X and write the following numbers which I am typing. So these two numbers. Next, you can see the banana goes to the top right corner. Now we have to add the set Y to 180 and then set X to operators, and then we will pick random. Here we have to enter 240 and minus 240. So now we have to duplicate them several times. I have duplicated 3 times. Place it again. Next, we have to go in control and add forever, which means the action will repeat again and again and again. So next we have to add the change Y by -5. You can always increase and decrease the speed of the fruit or anything. By using a greater number, you can increase. Next, we have to add if then, and in operators, if dash is smaller than 160, that will be Y position. If Y position is smaller than 160, then we have to use the duplicated blocks. Place. Let me just fix it. Y position, okay. It's -160. Okay, it's -160. Sorry for mistake. Okay, here we go. Now the fruit returns upside and comes back again. Now we have to create one variable, actually two. It will be, first one will be live and the second one will be score. Live and score. First we have to set both of them. We have to place it below the positions. We have to select score and the live will be 5 for me. You can choose what you like, and score will be obviously 0. Can change the layout of the readout. So we have to add control if then once again. Then we have to go in sensing. In sensing, if touching the monkey, then if touching the monkey, then in the variables, change my variable live by -1. Means the live will get subtracted by 1 or you will lose 1 life. Let's play and see if it works. But first you have to place the duplicated block under it to make the game run smoothly. Now let's see if it really works. So yes, it works. Whenever the monkey touches the banana, then it loses 1 life. Now for the score, we need to go in the backdrop and we need to draw on the backdrop. We will draw a red line under the monkey's feet, and whenever the fruit touches the red line, it gains score. Place it correctly. Now let's code the backdrop. We have to go in forever, so it repeats, and then if operators is equal to, in operators, dash is equal to dash is equal to 0, that is lives, my variable live is equal to 0, then switch the backdrop to forest 2, means where the game over is written, and after that stop all, which you will find in controls. You have to stop all. Here we need to add one last if then for the scores. So if then, we will select if then. In sensing, let's go to touching color. We have to select the color from the image so that we don't do any color mistakes in the shades. If the shade is wrong, then it will not work. So then change my variable score by, I think I should go with 10, so I will go with 10. Now you see, whenever the banana or the fruit touches the red line, we gain some score. So we are almost done with it. You can either play the game like this or publish it like this, or you can make it smoother and some improvements. To see it, stay tuned to. Now we have to replace the when flag clicked by when the space bar is clicked to make the game even smoother. And then after the when flag clicked, we have to add the block hide. So when the start button will be clicked, fruits will be not displayed, and when the spacebar will be clicked, the game will start and the fruits will start falling. We have to create another sprite which will only contain text. We have to give instructions and we have to type, press the space bar to start the game. You can set it according to you, as you like, as you wish. It is also optional, but for the improvement of the game we do it. We have a good instruction here. Now we are going to code it. So first, an important thing, when flag is clicked, then it should show itself and then it should go to its respective position or place. And next, when the space bar is pressed, then it should hide itself. So when the fruits are falling and we are playing, we should not get disturbed. That's the reason. Playing with only one fruit or only one obstacle is very easy. Now let's make it a bit difficult by adding one more fruit, and it will be really easy because we have to only copy and paste the blocks. Just follow my instructions to take the complete block and paste it in the apple. I'll show you once again. Pick up the block and place it in the apple so it will be copy pasted. Sometimes the blocks are overlapped, so make sure you check properly. Now our game is absolutely ready to play. You can share it on Scratch, you can create your own profile, and you can even explore other players' games on Scratch. Scratch can be only opened in a desktop or a laptop. If you want to visit Scratch, then the link is given in the description. And the link to this game is also given.